Hello, everyone. I'm Louise, the founder of Wenergy. First of all, I would like to say thank you to today's host and our very important client in Korea, Dailyo. Thank you very much for inviting me. It's my honor to talk with so many leads in the Korean blockchain industry. As a global blockchain consulting firm, Wenergy delegates and provides all kinds of marketing support for our clients. Over the past 2 years, we have provided services for more than 30 blockchain projects and exchanges. We are very happy to see that more and more blockchain companies choose to explore the overseas market. In the meanwhile, as a quick development of blockchain industry, localization in each country is increasingly important. Looking at the global blockchain market, the importance of Asia cannot be overrated, especially in terms of crypto exchanges and the huge number of crypto users in Asia. Currently, 70% of Wenergy's business take place in China, Korea, Indonesia, and these three countries are also the most active trading markets in Asia. So today, I would like to talk about the characteristics and differences of Chinese, Korean, and Indonesian blockchain market, based on the data and the cases we have experienced during the past 2 years. First of all, I'd like to classify these three countries. I think China is a big market, and Korea, Indonesia, they are small market. You may wonder why. Korea and Indonesia, they both have millions of crypto users. So why they are small market? Whereas the big and small, we are talking about the industry resources, especially the dispersion of crypto practitioners and investors in a local market. As we all know, China has a large population and a vast territory. Crypto investors are distributed all over China, not only in big cities, but also in small cities, where the traders are also very active. It's very common for a project team or crypto media to go to dozens of cities to have meetups in China. Besides, there are a large number of crypto practitioners. They are located in big cities in China, such as Beijing, Shanghai, Hangzhou, Shenzhen, Chengdu. Each city is connected with each other, but still a small world, with different local KOLs and communities. On the other hand, the blockchain resources in Korea and Indonesia are completely different. Although there are millions of crypto investors in Korea and Indonesia, due to the high concentration of resources, they are defined as small market. In Korea, most of the blockchain resources are concentrated in Seoul, with more than 70% of crypto investors and 90% of crypto practitioners of the whole country. To say more accurately, 90% of the blockchain companies in Korea all gather in Gangnam district zone. Indonesia is pretty similar to Korea. Both crypto investors and practitioners are concentrated in the capital city of Jakarta. Let's see what's the benefits of a small market. It's much easier for projects to make a quick impact and enlarge their community when they enter a new market with the same budget and resources compared to big markets such as China. So that's why many blockchain companies would like to choose Korea or Indonesia as their first stop when they are planning to develop a new market in Asia. The interesting thing is, usually, American and European projects prefer Indonesia, while Chinese projects prefer Korea. On this point, I will explain more later. Okay, as we have a general picture of these three countries, next, let's look at them one by one detailedly. First is Korea. Korea is a small country. Their crypto ecosystem is relatively simple. There are not as many local blockchain projects and crypto VCs as in China. But this amazing small country has the most active crypto individual trading market in all of Asian countries and even the world. When it comes to Korea, I often tell my clients, whoever wins a Korean user wins the world. Why? Korea has over 5 million crypto users who trade very often. How often do they trade? As we all know, many people have their own wallets, But Korean people, they don't use wallet. There's no one popular wallet in Korea. Basically, they take exchanges as wallet because they are trading all the time. The active individual trading market in Korea is closely related to the exchange support fiat deposit. People can buy or sell crypto very easy. Secondly, Korean users are rich. The deposit per capita of Korean users in crypto exchanges is about 1.5 to 2 times the amount of Chinese users, 5 times that of Indonesian users. How can Korean users put so much money on crypto investment? Besides their high GDP level, it's also related to the average age of Korean crypto users, which is older than China and Indonesia. Unlike China and Indonesia, young people are the main force of crypto users. South Korea has a large number of crypto investors who are in their 40s, 50s, and even 60s. The generation of 40s and 50s have already passed their origin wealth accumulation stage, and they are the ones who benefited from Korea's economic takeoff in the 1990s. So naturally, they have more savings and have this ability to invest more money on crypto. So in Korea, if a company can do good marketing and localization, the ROI in Korean market will be quite high. According to our experience to do user growth in Korea for exchanges, the cost of user acquisition in the English-speaking countries is approximately twice that of Korea. In addition, the cost of user acquisition in China is also higher than Korea, 20% or so. But now, more and more blockchain projects and exchanges for all of the world are gathering in Korea. So the competition is very fierce now. Okay, let's make a conclusion. If your projects want to go to Korea, 2 things for you: localization and a reliable partner. Localization including localizing the project on the product community and the service in Korea, and also being well prepared to invest enough money, energy, and resources. Second, a reliable partner. Yeah, that's very important. You need to find a partner who knows well of Korean people and Korean culture. Also, this partner can help your team make a practical and comprehensive development proposal and be able to leverage multiple resources in Korea. Next, we can talk about Indonesia. Indonesia is the love of European and American projects. Indonesia has more than 2 million crypto users. Due to its large population, fast economic growth, high frequency of user transactions, and of course the support of fiat deposit, Indonesia is an emerging crypto market with big potential. It's worth mentioning that the number of crypto traders is twice that of stock traders in Indonesia, because the Indonesian stock market is an institutional market, and the threshold for retail investors is really high, it's very high. So young people without many savings choose to invest on crypto. They trade very often with small money. European and American projects love Indonesia. Many of the projects ranked top 100 in CoinMarketCap have their own communities in Indonesia and listed their token in local exchanges. However, Asian projects who are closer to Indonesia seem to undervalue the importance of Indonesian market. Most of my clients are very satisfied with Indonesia because the cost for marketing and listing is much cheaper than Korean or Chinese market, but they have good returns on trading volume and community impact. I can say that perhaps it's lower than 50% for the average marketing expense compared with China or Korea, not mention the English-speaking countries. We know that marketing in English-speaking countries is expensive. Indonesia, as a small market, resource here is even more intensive than Korea, while 90% of Korea's crypto trading volume is concentrated on 2 exchanges in Korea, Bitsam and Arbit. Indodex, the largest exchange in Indonesia, gather more than 90% of the whole trading volume. in all Indonesia, and 90% of Indodex trading volume happen in IDR trading pairs. IDR is their fiat money. As for the Indonesian crypto ecosystem, it's even simpler than Korea, composed exchanges as well as media, KOLs, and communities. Their ecosystem doesn't have technical communities, crypto VC, asset management firm, no. Also, Indonesia, just like South Korea, shares a common characteristic of small markets, that many well-known blockchain companies are backed by traditional industry giants or big capital. To blockchain teams who want to go to Indonesia, two things. One, also localization, especially on local community, local KOLs, and media exposure. Second is very important, list on a fiat to crypto exchange. But since Indodex is regulated by the government, it only can list the tokens who rank on top 500 on CoinMarketCap. Yes. Finally, we come to China, the best choice of all time. In the entire Asian market, China's blockchain ecosystem is the most comprehensive. You can see almost every aspect of blockchain industry trade in China, from mining device manufacturer, spot exchange, derivative exchange, investment institution, asset management company, consulting firm, media, communities, etc. In the global blockchain industry, there are outstanding Chinese teams in almost every field. We can always see this kind of story. Americans created some latest idea of technologies. Then they were invested by Chinese institutional investors, incubated by Chinese companies, and quickly developed in Chinese communities. Then finally, they become the globally well-known projects. Such as IPFS and Filecoin, this trend has been proved by several times. In addition, compared to Korean and Indonesian markets, Chinese blockchain practitioners have the strongest international perspective. Many Chinese projects received investments from American or European crypto VCs and developed multi-language communities, collaborated with overseas partners. Also, Chinese are very sensitive to a new technology or concepts from overseas. In most cases, if you guys noticed, a project or a concept has been popular in China for a long time, while Korean investors just react to it. Indonesia, even more slower. Here's an example. When Chinese investors were actively participating in Uniswap to do liquidity mining at the beginning of August 2020, Korean people knew little about it. In Korean community or crypto media, no one talked it at all. Even many Korean crypto practitioners had never heard about Uniswap at that time. Personally, I think the overall level of Korean community industry lags behind China for at least 3 to 6 months. As for Indonesia, it would be 6 months at least behind China. Actually, I think China and America, they are on the same pace in blockchain industry. As a big market, Chinese users and industry resources are more decentralized. It's bound to be much more complex to develop Chinese market than South Korea and Indonesia. However, the blockchain companies with global vision will definitely choose Chinese market. Okay, at the end, let's get to a serious topic, regulation and innovation. In Korea, the Specified Financial Transaction Act took effect in 2020, restrains the development of crypto exchange, wallet, custody, ICO, DeFi, and the other areas in varying degrees. Not only that, even foreign companies are also regulated by the Specified Financial Transaction Act in Korea. So far, it's still unclear how the regulations will be implemented detailedly, but the potential risk of regulation has become a constraint on innovation in Korea. Unlike China, Korean projects are not that active. Neither the number of projects nor the level of innovation, they are not comparable to China. Due to many restrictions imposed by the regulations, Korean exchanges with massive user base and big financial strength are unable to conduct innovative business. Once in a blue moon, the overseas crypto exchanges can develop derivatives and contract business in Korea without local competitors. So we can see Binance, Bybit, BitMEX, many good derivative and contract business exchanges. They developed really well in the Korean market. Okay, next let's see about China. It's a pity that crypto companies in China is still in a gray area, especially for the exchanges. So in some way, the crypto practitioners in China, they are in a very insecure situation. The insecurity has always pushed the Chinese crypto teams to develop international business in early stages. Some of the exchanges have relocated their entire team to Singapore to avoid the potential risks. Many of the blockchain companies with Chinese background have already torn off the Chinese label and become the real global companies, such as Binance. In terms of innovation and globalization perspective, China is, I think, the most advanced in Asia. Overall, as the most active trading markets in Asia, China, Korea, Indonesia, each of them has very clear distinguished characteristics. For blockchain companies, two principles don't forget to follow. One is localization, and second, you need a reliable local partner. I believe Wenergy is always your trusted partner in the process of globalization. We'd like to be the supporter of great crypto teams and help you succeed in Korea, China, Indonesia, and North American countries. Okay, if your company is seeking for opportunities in these countries, feel free to get in touch with my team. You can visit our website or follow our WeChat, or just simply email us. All the contacts you can find on the screen now. Our website, www.wenergy.ltd. Our WeChat is also called Wenergy. Email address marketing@wenergy.ltd. Okay, that's the end. Thank you very much and hope all blockchain companies, you can have a very good success in 2021. Bye-bye.